let us travel to the Sand Kingdom with our fellow companion here, Cappy. See, Cappy is right on the globe there. Oh, alright. Oh! Damn, that is a strong engine. Oh, there's clock gears at the end? Alright, let's do this. Number 19. Mario's like, holy crap, I'm flying? Oh, Captain Mario. Here we go. All aboard. Now, boys and girls, this is going to be our ship, the ship of the game. Traveling over the globe. That is a very, very, very high altitude. It'll probably be freezing up there, and you probably can't breathe the air at that height. It's like, I don't know, I forgot how the atmosphere works. But anyway, so how do you like me as a captain's hat? Pretty classy, wouldn't you say? Oh yeah, for sure. Now then, where were we? The monster's name is Bowser. Well, we'll chase him down in no time in the Odyssey. Let's do the Odyssey. Seeing as how we have some time to kill, let's review some useful skills. Oh, I love this part. Honestly, if you're not familiar with Mario, every time you travel, they're gonna give you a really good tip that a lot of new players don't understand or probably forget. So, ground pound. To smash blocks or enemies below you or to fly out bumps in the ground, nothing beats a ground pound. And press ZL in midair to do a ground pound. Now, that's a lot more useful than giving you every single move right from the beginning and expecting you to remember it like what I did. So this is just a further reminder to, if you forget the moves, then that's what you should use Cappy between trips. And if you need more review, you might want to look at the action guide. The action guide does provide you all the moves available in that sense. Now here you can see you have the controls. Everything's right here as we taught you. Now the basic actions is what I want to let you guys know. Long jump, roll, ground pound, dive, ground pound jump, capture. Upward throw and downward throw were two things I didn't show you guys, but these are actually kind of hard to do. You have to shake the control upwards, as you can see there, or downwards, which is actually a bit frustrating. I can't get it half the time, so usually I don't use it unless it's really necessary. Spin throw, the cap hold and throw, the cap jump, the homing cap throw, entering pipes, dashing, spinning, quick swim, and yeah, backwards and side somersaults. Yeah, you got everything there. And this is our log, our Pokédex actually, which is what I love to call it, for the capture actions that we've captured. Now, we've only captured the frog, the chain shop, and the T-Rex so far. But as you can see, there are tons of things we can capture. So not to worry, guys. There are plenty of interesting things coming up ahead. There's also bonus travel hints. Now, you can view your map. Oh, this map just actually strip spoiled you the Sand Kingdom. That's a Sand Kingdom map. But you can, as I said before, you can teleport to any checkpoints you have on your flag there. Now let us go back to the game. It's always there for your perusal. Is that a word? Okay, just open the menu with the plus button and select the action guide. We should discuss the Sand Kingdom too. As you no doubt piece together, it's entirely covered in sand, and as you can imagine, it gets quite hot. But there are some ruins there, and an artifact called the Binding Band that links people forever, like a wedding ring. And this Bowser seems like just the sort of creep that would steal a priceless antiquity for his sham wedding. Indeed, you always need a wedding for a ring. The best thing I actually like about the Sand Kingdom, it follows the Super Mario Bros. 3 themes, where first world was the open world, the overworld, like the Cascade, and the second world is the Sand Kingdom, the desert world. So it does pay tribute to that. Now our first triple moons would be, our first tower moon in this game would be atop the highest tower. However, for some reason it's cold. I declare the maiden voyage of the Odyssey a complete success. Why is it so cold? I thought deserts were supposed to be hot. Huh? The top of the tower is shining. But how could that be? Could it be a power moon? No, actually, the funny thing is, for deserts, it has the most extreme temperature changes. So it can get really hot and it can get really cold. Oh, okay, before we go to the checkpoint, there's 2 purple coins here. Now those transparent things are literally, now these coins are only good for this kingdom. So regional coins are only good for the kingdom that you're in. So every time you go to a new kingdom, your region coins for the kingdom resets. So because of the fact that, as I'll show you guys now, oh, there's 6 more up there. So now we got 11 purple coins, and our first power moon is right up there actually. So let's jump up high in the sky. Our parrot is already there. Oh, there's a pipe there, but we'll go to that later. So first power moon would be overlooking Desert Town. Now this world is huge actually. So you select the checkpoint flag, you activate it, and then press A and fly straight to it. So we've already done that. So if we wanted to go back to the Tostarena town, which is where we're at right now, then we can go there and select the checkpoint for that. Let's go down a pipe here to see what we have. Now, oh, this is a fun game. Okay, so let's see what we have here. There's a prize in this party room, but to find it, you have to feel it. I wondered what that means. Walk around, feel the rumble. Let it move to you, to the prize. Now, what does he mean by feel? It means, actually, if you feel your controllers, you can feel it vibrating. So if you feel, once you get to the point where you feel the greatest vibration, that's where the moon is, and that's how you get it. Second one, a rumble from the sandy floor. Okay, now we have our 2 power moons. What should we do after? Well, before we get more power moons, let's do a quick rundown here. There's a rocket here, but you can't access that yet. Let's talk to a Tostarena. You ever get lost? You head for the bright glowy light. Bright glowy light. Okay, so it means he tells you if you forget what you do, you just go to the objective that is over there. Now this is okay. So this is why we use regional coins. I'll show you guys right here. It's called the shop, and it's unique to Super Mario Odyssey, where let's see, you have 2 options here. So they accept 2 coins, but as you can see, as you read there, they only accept regional coins in this shop. Now you can actually, so this shop lets you buy anything here. So it's life apart, a power moon, which we'll get later, employee cap, employee uniform, and boxer shorts. And the thing is, these are there for you to wear, so you can buy these using the number of coins you have, and you can change your outfit. Let's just buy this first though, the power moon. Every shop in every kingdom has a power moon. So in this case, we just got shopping in Tostarena. Now let's go to the other shop, the purple shop. Now the purple shop is exclusive to the regional coins. Now this is what we want, a sombrero. Now we can buy, I don't have a lot of coins right now, so there are a lot of outfits here, but what we need to get right now is a sombrero. So let's try that out. Is that what you want? Thank you for your purchase. Change now. And then when you exit the shop interface, ta-da! You have a sombrero instead of a captain's hat now. And if there's any time that you do want to change your hat, you can just go to your wardrobe in the shop itself, or there's a one in the ship that you can access. But let's just be simple right now and just go with the regular Mario outfit, the original. Oh, there's a dog here, woof woof. Oh, and as you can see, there's also a power moon at the back, so let's just get that. But we have to go through a secret entrance to get to the back of the shop. Goes into the core. Now, anyway, if you're wondering what that sign says, it tells you how to crouch. So if there's something that is you can't reach with normal height, you have to crouch and walk that way. So it tells you to crouch, and when we crouch this way, where does this lead? Oh, it leads us to the back of the shop. Employees only. Let's be the customer service rep. How much do they get? How many points do you get paid here? You scared the teeth out of me. Want the shop? Use the front door, please. Unfortunately, guys, we can't shop from the back, so we have to shop the normal way. it would definitely creep me out too if I was working at the back of a shop and someone just randomly showed up there and said, "Hey, what's up?" Alright, and there's a pair here just in case. Now, before we go to the original objective, there's also 3 more purple coins here, so let's just get that. Now we are gonna go do a bit of exploring. Now there's our Odyssey. One place we can go to, as you can see there, if you see in the distance, it is an Oasis. Oh, but this Oasis is frozen. I wonder why. Oh, but there's a checkpoint there, so let's try to grab that first so we can have a teleport spot later. You see that glowing bird? That's actually a bird that we can use if we manage to reach it. Then we can get the power moon. Now, one of the power moons is in the Oasis here. If you hit the music note, then you activate it, and once you remember that, keep in mind, be careful. These leaves are really easy to fall off. So do this very quickly because when you hit a music note, there's a time limit. So 1, you can get the music notes by throwing your hat. So remember that if you don't have enough time, you can always do the homing hat throw. So just use your hat to hit the music notes, and there's your 5th power moon. There's also purple coins down here, but it's frozen, so we have to do the main quest first before we can continue. Okay, now let's go off into the distance. Now, there's another guy. It's called You Up for a Challenge? Everyone loves walking, right? Problem is, most people don't take it seriously. That's what trace walking is about. If you can walk like a champ, you'll win a prize. Wanna try? Sweet! The rules are cake. Just walk around and follow the arrows on the ground. Here's the fun part though. The arrows disappear after a bit. So you gotta score 80 more points to win. Let's go. Okay, well I failed the first time, but there's actually this really neat trick that you can use to get this done as quick as possible. Because if you just go from the default camera angle, it's really hard. So I'll show you guys what I mean. So when you start here, what you do is you use, first of all, you use the landmarks, the 3 bushes, the 1 bush, the cactus, and the 2 cactuses. You use that as indication for whether or not you're going on the right path. So you can tell that the path is going between all those objects. Now, when you start, this is what you have to do. You tilt your camera to the right, and you tilt your camera like that. And then you move, and then you just tilt your controller so it goes this way. Okay guys, I finally got it. So anyway, use that trick and tilt your joystick so that's at a slight angle so that you'll keep going at a certain angle, and use the landmarks, the cactuses, the bushes that you see as an indication of where you should go. You don't have to get it perfect, but this should be enough to get 80 points. So yeah, that's 89 points. Now that's good. You get a power moon here. So walking the desert. It's actually one of the harder power moons because you have to figure out to do that. As you guys can see, there's a power moon there, but we can't get to there just yet. The areas to the side, you see those purple coins? The purple water is dangerous as well. So we can access those parts later. We just have to finish main objective so it can be easier to get access to certain things after we finish the main side quest. So let's move on to this direction. Now, if we go back to the main entrance, this is where everything starts. Let's just get the 3 purple coins over there that I missed. Those were Bowser's footprints, so that's the direction that you're supposed to be headed. What does this guy say? Dress like us, party like us. That's what we say anyway. But your hat and clothes need a little local color. Look around, you'll get the idea. Now, what does that mean? It means that we need to go back to the shop, right? And dress for the occasion. Now these Tostarenians, what do they have? Well, they wear sombreros, but what they also wear? They also wear ponchos. And now we have enough purple coins, or regional coins, to buy the poncho. Now we'll change to the poncho. Sombrero and poncho. Now we look like a true Tostarenian. Now let us go back and go back to the area that the Tostarenian that was guarding the door was asking about. So let's talk to him again. Dress like us, party like us. That's what we say anyway. So snappy hat, check. Snazzy poncho, double check. You ready to party? Let's head inside. We don't need to save Peach. Let's just party. Dance, dance, and dance. Oh, some great... I actually don't recognize this song, but it does definitely fit the culture of the area. Dancing with new friends. That's our next power move. Oh, I love you guys. You dance, and you dance. I'm terrible at dancing in real life though, so I'd probably screw this up so badly. But Mario's, so he'll get pretty much all the dancing moves, right? The chicks all love Mario. I mean, think about it. He's the one that saves Princess Peach. So think about how much action Mario gets from all the other girls. Now, anyway though, here are some mini Goombas. Now let's get to the next checkpoint. Tostarena Ruins entrance. Now, there's an object here. They're the binoculars, and what you can do is that if you use them, you can zoom, and you can use it to look at things in the distance. So you know that there's a power moon there. That's where we have to go, and also this is the path that we see that we have to go to. Now to get out, you just press the same button you use to control. Now, if you go to the side here, ouch, that was not a good idea. If you go to the side here, make sure not to fall. It's 3 more purple coins. And coins. Now, this is where it gets interesting. This is our first bullet bill over here. And with our first bullet bill, we can turn into a bullet bill. Make sure, ouch! Make sure you don't get hit by another bullet bill though. Alright, bullet bill. Now, there's actually a secret power moon here. I'll show you guys right now. You see this block over here? If it's shining like that, it means that there's a power move in there. Now let's take a bullet bill and let us, oh, there, not to crash it. Let us break the box, and now get our next power move. Inside a block is a hard place. You see these bulges out of the ground? If you ground pound it, you do get coins out of it. So definitely check these out if you need more coins. Another sign. Now ground pound. Oh, I swear they just had that kind of sign like just recently. Anyway, if we go here this way. Oh no. That's not good. Just wait for the sand pillar to rise. Those golden rings, by the way, are coins, so if you jump past it correctly, you'll get them. So Cactus is here. And when you go here, you'll see we have another 2D area. All the blocks here. Oh, those are multiple. Crouch here, so that bow builder goes. Okay. 3 regional coins here. Oh no. Each one of these blocks here are actually coin blocks, except for that one. But every other one of them is not, so you won't get completely trapped. Break out there, and then you'll see there's actually another shiny box here, and that'll get you another power moon in the crate, but that means that you have to go all the way back there. Easy way to get back there though is simple. Take a bullet bill, hold Y to accelerate, and then There's your power moon. From a crate in the ruins. See, 9 power moons before we even got to the boss. Now, you don't even need a bullet bill, honestly. You can probably, all you gotta do is just your long jump, hat, and then so, what was that? And the leap. Okay, so now we got bullet bill here. There's nothing else that we need from this area. Now let's just go up. And what we see here is we see another 2D area. Just go around the place just to make sure that there's nothing around. So there's another 2D area here. Now we have to do, what we have to do is we have to go into the pipes. Go into the pipes, and then this is a really unique, it's basically a cylinder-like 2D world, which is just amazing. If you go down here, you see there's 4 regional points here, so definitely don't forget that. It's a secret area. I like to hide that a lot. Oh. It's actually really easy to get hit by bullet bills here, so just make sure that you don't. Look. You can crouch here as well. Oh, one more thing before I continue on, I actually have to show you guys. Over here, remember the quicksand area? So whenever you go up here, there's actually a moon over here. So this is a moon that I actually didn't know either. I just randomly found it. So Alcove in the ruins, and then to get back, you can simply, actually no, you can't wall jump back. So make sure to get that one as well. Now let's go back to our original area in 2D Mario. Alright, now we're back. Now, finally reached the objective. Guess what? Rainbow light. If you went straight for that, this would have been your first power moon. But if you looked around, you would have already gotten 10. Now, our objective became our 11th power moon. So you can see how many power moons there actually are in the Sand Kingdom. Atop the highest tower. Now, after we're done that, next objective, moon shards in the sand. Oh, you see that little fella there? Those are called moais. Oh yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. It's funny because I mentioned this right when we got into the. So I mentioned this right when we saw the power moon that we would do this, but you have to get your bullet belt onto the leading peril in order to get this power moon. So that's 11 power moons that we'll get before we would reach the objective area for the Tostarena round tower. Now let's move on. Now this is a bit of a tricky area. It's a platforming area, but you can get coins. You see those things? If you toss your hat to that, it will increase the range of the hat so that it'll get everything that's after that area. Now we don't want to we don't want to activate those things. If we do, actually, make sure you jump over it. Oh, I already screwed up there, as you can see. Now in order to get those purple coins there, we need to activate this area. So now this would move, and then our purple coins would be here. Now these platforms go down. Now we'll activate them. This will start moving. Jump. This is a bit tricky. Make sure you don't fall though, that's the last thing you want to do. You can get hit by these things, but if you fall, you see that? There's a huge chasm there. Alright, oh shit. Okay, I just missed those coins there. But anyway, that's not important. Anyway, next checkpoint, Moai Habitat. Now, you see those little moons there? Those are portions of a power moon. So if we get 5 of those, if we can find 5 of those, that means that again, that means that a power moon will appear. So let's see what happens if we take a Moai over. Now, you can't jump, but if you press Y, you can take on shades. And what does this do? It means that you can see invisible areas. Now, unfortunately, Moais can't jump, so when you see this area, especially for this, you have to take your goggles off. One indication is you can use these birds to check whether or not you're on the right area, and then jump on them. As you can see, you can land on the platform, and then you can get back those purple coins. Now make sure you don't fall in any circumstance. This purple liquid is lava. It will kill you. Well, it's not lava specifically, but it is like lava, so it will do some harm to you. Now, take this Moai, and then get that portion. That. Bowser was sure stomping around in a huff. Wonder what he was looking for the ring, definitely here. Now this P button will be activated after the air is unfrozen, but we'll get to that after we finish the main objectives in this area. His footsteps, where was he headed? Now let's take a Moai up these steps. Waiting for an elevator. Elevator music. Now you'll see that platforms are there, so we don't have to worry about falling here. If we go all the way to the end there, there's nothing but coins. So coins can be invisible too, so remember that. Now let's go this way. Oh my god. No! Oh my god. Okay, if you guys are wondering why I just did that, it's because any glowing bird actually gives a power move. So birds usually fly around all over the map. So normally when you do actively look for it, you have to kind of chase it. But that kind of just impeded my progress there. I'll get back to you guys when I get back to the same place. I'm gonna take a Moai. Now that's our third moon piece. Now where are the last two moon pieces? Now, last one, there's one more there, between the cactuses. Cacti? No, I think it's still cactuses. And the last one is actually on the outskirts here, next to the burbs near the cactus on a hill. Now when you get 5 moon pieces, you get a power moon. Oh yeah, by the way, just like Cascade Kingdom, you see that random block in the middle of nowhere, the platform? There's a power moon up there too, but we can't get that from here. It's actually impossible, but there's a way to get that later on in the game. So just keep that in mind. I wish I just could figure out where the bird is, because I saw it, but it's not there. We'll have to get it some other time then. Let's just proceed with this one. What was Bowser's Squeak doing here? Moon shards in the sea. That opens up the area there. Showdown on the inverted pyramid. Okay, now this is our second boss fight. And we'll be fighting one of the Brutals, as you'll see up there. Fortunately not Bowser yet, that will take a while. Got another pair of binoculars here, and that is where we're supposed to go. Nice clouds. Now, instead of just... Oh, Bowser is up there, but don't worry, we're not fighting him. Now, you can use this... Ooh, there's the bird's right there, so you have to catch them. You have to track them and catch them. So you can use this to look for other areas around here as well. There's actually a... that's another power moon there once we fulfill what that person wants there. The first place we're going to go to is here. As you can see, there's a magic door there. Ah, so frustrating. Get to the bird, you have to wait. Tostarena Northwest reaches. Now let's go in. What is in here? Ooh, okay. It's a bullet bill challenge. Let's go through the middle. Now remember that if you hit the wall, you're dead. Because of the fact that, remember, you're gonna lose the bullet bill and you're gonna fall into the purple, and that will kill you. Be careful, really careful here. Now, this is the only way to get 6 points here, so let's go back. Forward. That was close. We'll go over here. There is a secret power moon, but you need to make sure not to hit any of the walls or else you're gonna... Now this isn't actually the final power moon here, this is a side path. Let's go back out. Here, and then let's go back to the main path. Really careful, do not accelerate. It's the last thing you want to do here as a goal. Make sure you stick towards the middle, as far away from the walls as possible. And there's your second power. Now, not only that, there are a couple more moons that we can get. This is the only area, this is the only place that we can find, well, those 2 moons for now. There's 3 purple coins back here. See if the bird came back. No, I can't find it anywhere. Anyway, we're gonna have to walk, or sorry, long jump, I mean, all the way across, halfway through the desert. Ooh, okay. As far as the sand, as far as the eye can see. I wonder what this fella wants. No, 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 my beautiful sheep. The 3 of them have escaped and now I'll never get them back. 3 of them, huh? I wonder what happens if we do find them and get them back. Oh, what's this fella here? Why is there a taxi here? Is that like a man? It's literally like a man with a top hat. I've got a customer waiting, but from the looks of this mess, I'm not gonna go anytime soon. Brr. This is actually a teaser to one of at least my most favorite kingdom, and definitely the one that was shown in the trailer for the most. Pretty sure you guys all know here. If you ground pound here, find a power moon. Lost in luggage. 2, 3. Alright, that's 1 down. And then this is the second one. Remember that the sheep do run away from you, so make sure they don't fall off the edge or push them off the edge, because they actually don't know how to not die. So that's the second one. Now we gotta find the last one. You see the one over this in the distance there? That is where the last one is. There's also a power moon on that pillar there, but we can't get to that yet. Oh, never mind. It's the biggest tourist extraction in all of Tostarena, the inverted period. We keep a famous artifact there, a treasure that binds 2 people together even if their world is upside down. We call it the Binding Band. Pretty fitting name, right? Oh, that's good and all, but I just need to find the last sheep. That, on top of that tall pillar, it's actually impossible to reach through a standard bullet bill. I'll show it to you guys right now. I think you guys might think that it is possible, but the reason why is that bullet bills... Oh, actually, I want to show you guys... This is a secret area, actually. If you fall down here, it does take you to a different area. So this is a secret area and it does have 2 moons. So I'll go through what I can. Long jump. Oh. So here's where you'll find 2 regional coins. Oh, I just long jumped right into the middle of that. Invisible coins here, if you're interested in getting them. Remember, make sure you don't get crushed, but make sure you don't stand under these when they fall down. You will get crushed and burned. Anyway. Heart there. Now, I know you guys might think there has to be something up there, but trust me, there isn't. I'll just prove it to you guys right now. Anyway, we'll be up in that area soon, so don't worry. Whoops. Oh no. If you ground pound, actually, you can find the invisible blocks. There's a stack of coins up there, but we can get up that later. Now, if we let's just go here. The only way to get that is by throwing the hat. Now, you're probably wondering, where is the power moon? Now, I'll show you guys. Go all the way down here. And then what you have to do is you have to wall jump. But wall jump and then get to this part. And then you get to the second area. And that will get you the power moon of this area. Ice Cave treasure. And if you want to get to that stack of coins here, you just have to go to the end. And long jump. Uh-oh. Anyway, you can get there by long jumping and then dashing. And then here is your treasure. Now there's only 1 power moon here, I believe, so we'll just go to the end here. Don't get crushed. And then, however, when you get out here, you get the second power moon. So that's how you get to the top of this pillar here. I go to a blot of moons, and what do we have here? Now we call it Jaxi. It'll be 30 coins. What do you say? Let's ride. So this is a preview for Jaxi. Now that's how. If you have a Jaxi, right, then you can go onto the poison water here. Now this will let us get to the purple coins. Now the reason why this is important is because we have the Jaxi, we can go into the secret area here. Now this is actually a Jaxi test run, and there's 2 power moons in here, like every secret area. And how this works is that you just have to use the Jaxi, poison water, make sure not to fall off, because and by the way, when you're braking, which is how you control the speed of the Jaxi, there's only a limited amount of time that you can have the brake for. There's 2 purple coins there. So make sure when you are braking, don't rely on it for too long, otherwise it's gonna release and he's gonna be mad. Now, first power moon, music note here. Gotta rush through with the Jaxi. Do this. And then You get the power move. This I'm making it a lot easier than it looks. That's actually kind of hard to get used to this when you use the Jaxi for the first time. So that is our first power move, Jaxi Stunt Driving. The second one, let's jump back on. By the way, you have to jump back on. You don't just throw your hat at it. Oh my god, that was almost so close. It's actually not that easy to control. Now, if you go this way, oh no. Okay, 3 purple coins up here. And then turn this way. Be careful here, the pathway is very narrow as you can see. And here we go. The second power moon. Jaxi Driver. Now let's go back to our main objective. Okay, now we're inside the inverted pyramid. This is back to the main objective. We're now going to the boss. Be careful, if you actually step on the fire, you'll get burned like this. So don't do that. It's like the same as Galaxy. So anyway, now to get across here, you would need a bullet bill. Handy dandy bullet bill. I'm not sure how you're actually supposed to get all those coins there. I think you have to jump onto that one block there and then throw your hat, or one of those pillars there. But they're just coins, so we don't have to worry about that. It's here. Now let's go into what I call a throwback to Super Mario Galaxy. Now, as you can see here, the arrows indicate the area where the gravity hits. So, right now since the arrows are pointing down, that's where the gravity is. If I jump up here, the gravity is on the other side. Now this might be a bit, it might get people a bit dizzy, which is what Galaxy is, unfortunately. But don't worry, this won't take too long. Be careful when you try to dodge the bills here. If you for example try to dodge the bills and you jump up, that happens. So make sure not to do that. Okay, now we're finished with that area. Now we're on the bottom of the inverted period. Jump over the Goombas. Be careful when you hit the next corner. There might be... oh no. And be careful of that. Now, if you keep going this way, you find a secret passage. And you find a secret power move. So that's the secret of the inverted mural. Just get all these coins down here. Oh, don't worry, that's not gonna hit you. Okay, now when you get up here, you'll notice that if you go onto the bullet up, on the left side, there's an invisible block. Now if you jump and hit the next invisible block, oh no, this is actually kind of hard. So what you have to do is go left, jump, and then just jump slightly, and then you'll make it to the next one. There you go. Takes a couple of tries. Now there's 3 purple coins up here. Now this is one of the most fun areas. So this is when the bullet bill turns from 2D to 3D. Now use the bullet bill to break through this area. Just wait for the next bullet bill to come. Now if you break this block, you get a life up part. So that gets you 6 health. It's important for the next upcoming boss fight, although I don't really think you need it, but just in case. Now use the other bullet bill to go past this chasm here. Don't worry, nothing comes out of those things. Now jump up using the flower. And this would be the corridor to the final boss area. It's a heart there if you need there, if you lost some health. Over here, if you can see, there is a shiny thing. And what does that mean? If you throw your hat at it, you keep... If you throw your hat at it, and if you throw your hat at it and you hold your hat until it finishes the spin, you get a secret moon on the statue's tail. And don't worry, that's the only statue that has that, so you don't have to go ahead and check every other statue if that has it or not. So let's move on to the boss fight here. Oh no, we're not fighting Bowser? No, it's the Brutal. Bowser just showed up and then randomly ran away. Looking for the binding band, chumps. Too bad, the boss has it now. And you guys ain't invited to the wedding. So yeah, the thing is, they keep talking about items, but there's actually no way you can get them or retrieve them until you hit Bowser, because he keeps going to... Okay, anyway, I'll just tell you how to do this boss fight. Ow, okay. Anyway, you're supposed to hit the So there's two ways you can actually damage her. When she does this, you can hit your hat at her, it'll spin back to her. I forgot what her name was. Anyway, when that happens, you just jump onto her. She turns into a UFO, and then she starts dropping bombs. You can't do anything in here until she settles back. So wait for her until she does that. And then you can hit the. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Okay, so if you move towards her, right, she will move back. So that's how. So she's actually scared of you. She's not gonna go towards you. And if you go right next to her, there's actually no way that. If you notice, the thing is, you don't have to worry about like being next to her. Like just being beside the boss won't actually damage you. The only thing that damages you would be the fire bombs that she throws at you. So just make sure not to stand on any of the fire residue or get hit by the bombs, and you should be fine. Now the last way to kill her... Oh, wow, so bad this. Anyway, what you can do is you can do... When she throws a bomb, you can do this. Wow, okay, you know what? Never mind. Just wait until she does that, and then jump on her. Anyway, what I was trying to show that is that you can actually hit her really early. If you hit her early, you can hit her early by using the bombs that she doesn't have stuck to her hair, and you can actually kick it back to her. And if you hit her, that actually still counts as a hit. Now let's get our next multi-moon. Showdown on the inverted pyramid. This was actually one of the boss fights shown at E3, or one of the demonstrations. And then when you come back, you'll notice that the environment's changed quite a bit. It's nighttime. And this is one of the things I really love about this game. They actually do change the timing, let's say night and day, and it changes the theme so much. Now, if you guys remember the other thing with the multi-moons that we encountered before in the middle of the desert, this is what we have to deal with now. Now that Brutal slowed us a little bit, so we're still racking up power moons. How odd, the inverted pier is floating and it's gone much colder. This is more Bowser's doing? I'd say he does make more trouble, doesn't he? Now this isn't actually related to Bowser. We beat the Brutals, but unfortunately we could not. We beat the Brutals, but unfortunately we cannot, you know, we didn't actually finish this area yet. Now these things, skeletons, I forgot what their actual name is, but we'll be seeing a lot more of these later, and these pop up in the cold. And one thing I want to show you guys is that when they pop out, your hat does nothing. So if you try to throw your hat at them, it doesn't actually hit them, kill them, you can't possess them all. So really watch out for these. The only way you can kill those things is if you stomp on them. What does this little guy have to say here? This is terrible. It's gotten so much colder. Now that the inverted period is floating in the air, freezing winds are blasting out of the huge pit where it is. Now, in this case, what we have to do is we have to beat the boss that has taken over this, has changed the weather so it's like this. So we need to make it so that it's not freezing anymore. Now what you have here, again, it's Jaxi. Remember when we did the little mini game back there? You can ride on this, and you can use this anywhere now. So it's pretty much like a reward from before. There's nothing back here, I believe, because everything's still frozen. Now, the way to go past this actually is not here anymore. We've already dealt with this area, so there's nothing here to get anymore. Even if you try to go up, let's say if you want to teleport up to the round tower. Teleport up here, there's nothing new's happening here, right? So if you ever try to revisit these areas, well, that power move we can't get yet, but if you ever try to revisit these areas, you'll notice that we can't really do anything. Now remember that it's a big hole in the sand. So you remember that other secret area over there where we were in the hole and we jumped to the frozen area? Now we're going to be experiencing something very similar. Now, you see a Sphynx there because... Oh no. Yeah, and remember that these things just randomly pop up from the ground, so be careful. Usually you would use a Jaxi to to avoid them. Over here though, before we go in, you can enter through this picture. And it's a picture of a city. So I wonder what that is for. Now, when I go through, Mario's having one of those other acid trips. Ate too many mushrooms. But anyway, when I go through, wait a second, we're now in the Metro Kingdom, the new Donk City. Is this a different kingdom? Where are we? Now, yes, this is a kingdom that we're not supposed to have access to yet. So Metro Kingdom, the city that never leaps. Now, we're not actually supposed to be here until a lot later in the game. But if you do decide, if you ever do come here, this is the only way to get here so far at this point in the game. But the only reason why is because we went through a dimensional picture. That's what those picture frames are for. And if you guys remember back in the Cascade Kingdom where we swam near the waterfall, you saw another picture frame. That's what that does. So again, this is a city. Don't worry, we'll be revisiting this especially a lot later in the game after we actually access this point of the city, but it's too early in the game right now. And yes, this is also the kingdom that was heavily advertised at E3, so don't worry about it. Let's just head back for a second. Let's go back to the Sand Kingdom, Tostarena. Ow. If you crash into the wall, don't worry, that doesn't do anything. Now, what we have to do is go down. It's a huge hole this time, but don't worry, we don't fall to our death. Now, as you can see, we do have a new area, the Underground Temple. This place is a bit tricky because, again, it has ice, so you're going to slip on it. And unfortunately, unlike Mario Galaxy, you cannot skate on this ice. Like, if you try to, let's say, shake your controller, you won't. Oh shit! Oh no. Okay, that was a bad thing. Anyway, if you try to shake your controller, it doesn't do anything other than throw your hat and propels it a different direction. Now you have to hit the scissor thing in order to activate it so that it can get rid of the blocks there. Don't get hit by that like me. It's actually a bit hard to control. Now, you see a regular Goomba here. This is the first regular Goomba you'll encounter in the game. If you throw your hat at it, just like every other game, every other monster, you can take control of it. It's a cute little Goomba there. And the main advantage is that these feet, Goombas, they don't slip on the ice. If you remember in regular games where you do have problems with ice levels, like let's say Mario 3 World 6, you slip on the ice, but the Goombas don't. So if you take control of an enemy, you can have a lot more traction here. You won't be like Luigi 100% at a time, or more like Luigi times 3. Anyway. Uh-oh. So anyway, yeah, you can take control of the Goomba there. If you go here, you'll if you activate the laser thing there and you go there, you will destroy the blocks there so you can access the 3 purple coins there. So make sure you get those coins. Now there's nothing else here. Let's go back to our next area. So over here, you have a lot of coins here. So this thing starts actually over here. So if you throw your hat, all the coins, the entire chain starts, and then it will hit those 2. And it'll kill the Goomba there too. Alright, by the way guys, one neat little trick to avoid doing all of that, it's a really nice shortcut. Just long jump from the edge here, and then do a hat leap, and then that'll get you there. So that's one of the really neat things you can do with that. Let's go back to our original objective. Anyway, you stack yourself on top of the Goombas, but I think I just killed a Goomba, so I might have just screwed it up. Anyway, you do that, jump up, and then you get the power moon when you assemble the Goomba tower, and that will get you. Oh shit! That will get you the power moon for Goomba tower assembly. Now you see over there, those are purple coins, or regional coins. Sorry. We just have to wait for the blocks, and the only way to get up there again is using the Goomba towers. And you can get the 4 purple coins here. Have to be patient here. Well, actually no, you don't really. What you can also do is just long jump and do the leap again. You don't need the Goomba towers after here, so don't worry. So anyway. Now, there are actually a lot of secret passages here. Remember, these bullet bills have hats, so knock the hat off and then take control. Now we can go forward, but what we can also do is we can go to the side here. And if you go to the side, you'll find a staircase. Oh, I almost died there. And then you'll find a flower. Hit the flower, go up. No. Oh, that was close. Hit the flower, go up, and you'll find a whole treasure of coins here. Now we got all the coins there. You can look back at the place. If there's anything you missed, which we did miss, you can go ahead and get them. Now what we want is we want the treasure chest up there. And now we have to just walk on this very narrow ledge. Yes, they do make it pretty difficult for us. These are secret moons after all. So walk onto this narrow ledge. Make sure you just hold your joystick straight so you don't fall off. And the only way to get up here is if you do the back jump. Well, actually no, there's a whole bunch of invisible blocks there. So hit those invisible blocks. You don't really need them, but hit the invisible blocks, get up there, and then do the backwards jump. Then you'll hit that. And then you'll get the second power moon here, which is the underground treasure chest. Now, if you notice, because you went all the way over here, you don't have to actually go through the bullet bill, or the way you would normally go with the bullet bill, which is through all the pillars here to get to that area. So you don't have to worry about that, and there's nothing over on the other side too, as you can see. But just for you guys, I'll just show you how it's like to go through this the regular way without discovering the moons. When you're here, what you do is take the bullet bill, make sure you don't get hit by the lasers. You have to accelerate here. So make sure you accelerate and then you jump out, because if you don't accelerate, the bullet bill will time out and then you will die. And you have to make sure that you don't hit those pillars there. If you hit any one of those pillars, your bullet bill will crash into it, it will explode. And you don't want that happening for sure. There's nothing else here. Let's go in. Let's see what awaits us in the next door. Now this is the deepest underground, so we're almost to the boss fight here. There are a lot of things there aren't too many things you can do here yet. There's a coin. But basically, all you can do is you take the bullet bill. Oh, shh. My bad. Anyway, all you do is you take the bullet bill and you ride it all the way to the end. Now welcome to one of our first non-brutal boss fights. Where ring go? Now remember when Bowser stole the ring? This is the ring from this boss. Okay, anyway. Yeah, I mean, what's the big deal? It's just a ring. I didn't even steal it. Like, oh, aren't those my coins that I just dropped from last time? Okay. Hey, don't worry, guys. This will not happen. I will not die. Okay, take the hand. Take the hand. Accelerate. Dodge the ice cubes, and then boom. Look, I didn't even take the ring. I mean, Bowser took it. Why the hell are you getting mad at me? Yeah, so if you're actually wondering why the climate changed, also it's because this person got mad and we stole the rings. Well, I didn't steal the rings. Sorry, Bowser stole the rings. Okay, take control of the hat. Whole lot of accelerate. Dodge this because the reason why he's throwing the ice at you is because of the fact that he doesn't want you to hit him with his fist. Because and if you take too long to get to his face, you will dissipate. You can't be in the fists forever, right? Third boss phase is definitely the hardest. He has this attack again, which is what I died to last time. He has this attack where he actually, when he shakes, right? That's when he can't move anywhere. So you have to jump out of that. As you can see there, I didn't jump out of that. So those are actually kind of hard to dodge. You just have to make sure you jump out of those fists in time. Oh, come on. Okay, no. Yes, okay, fists. Now, dodge the ice blocks. Go left and right, and then boom. Oh, don't worry, we'll get your ring back. I don't need, well, actually no, I'm gonna give it to Peach myself. What am I saying? Okay, so now, that being said, everything done, you get your second multi-moon. Ta-da! A hole in the desert. Now it's so hot. It's because we beat the boss, we got rid of all the cold. Sure, but I do suppose that's what we're trying to accomplish. If we keep up this pace, we'll catch that Bowser in no time. Do we have enough power moons to reach the next kingdom? If you want to check, put me on the globe. Before we do that, we're actually not done the entire kingdom yet. Now that everything's unfrozen, we can do a bit of exploring. We haven't collected enough of power moons, but well, what we want to do is we want to finish off what we want to finish off this area so that we can get all the moons and 100% this area at least before before we move on to the next kingdom. As you can see, we still need to collect 28 more power moons. And here you see a Lakitu. Now these Lakitus are actually not aggressive. If you take control of the Lakitus, you can fish. So if you see how the fishing works is that you see those fish there, they're actually really faint. You can't see the fish itself. They're just shallow shadows. But if you lower your line, you have to find the big fish here. Remember, there's a very big fish that will want to take control of your line. Be patient. Remember, fishing is all about patience. I could have sworn. Okay, come over here. Got it. We got the big one. Shake the Joy-Con to reel in faster, and yes! We got the big cheap sheep. Fishing in the Oasis. Every kingdom actually has one of these, and it's really, really fun. It's really unique. Unfortunately, they don't use the Kidus as a kind of enemy. It's like what just happened. Back to it. It's time for fishing. He's probably wondering where his hat is, too. Okay, there were a couple ones from the initial run that I forgot to get. One of them is really hard to. Just give me a second here. I'll get to that pretty soon. Okay, so here it is. This is actually really difficult to find. Honestly, like I missed it so many times and I missed it again. So if you go down here, there's a hidden alcove under the sand, and if you swim down, right, you can find a power moon here. So you have to look for that exact gap. That gap right beneath the edge of the quicksand in order to find that, in order to catch that. So there's one right there. So it's a hidden room in the sands. Sorry, it's like that's really hard to find. Honestly, you need really keen eyes for that. Okay, next one. You see a power moon caged up there. So what can we do to break that cage? A bullet bill. Oh, that's a fail there. A bullet bill. Now, a bullet bill here, all you just gotta do is we gotta go through this gap here and then destroy that. And then you break through the wall. Okay, now, next one. Next power moon is actually in a 2D power moon, so I'll show that to you guys here right this second. Oh yeah, you can just skip this entire area by just doing this. Really useful. So when you're here, actually, before you go up, there is a secret area here. That's how you get the secret of the mural. And finally, the moon over at the pillar there, we have this guy that can fly. If you talk to him, it's called a gliding. I'm traveling all over to glide from all the highest places. This spot looks pretty good for a blood-pumping paradise. Scurry! Now, when you take control of him, you can only glide down, but you can't glide up. But it's fine because we still have enough firepower to get to the power moon at the ledge there. So this is what we'll do. We'll jump, and then we'll glide. Oh no, I don't think I have enough. Okay, take two, let's go. Jump, glide. Okay, now we have enough firepower. Now, when you're close, just jump off, and then get the moon here, on the lone pillar. As you can see here, we do have a Miss Goomba. Now, in order to get up there, let's see, I'll just let you know, if you just go right next to him, she'll escape. So, this is what you need to do. Remember, Goombas only like Goombas. So, what do we get Goombas? Oh, I know, I remember seeing Goombas from the start. But that Goomba's a bit too high, and this Lady Goomba's a bit too high, so what do? We don't just take one Goomba, but we just make a stack of them. So, just like the area where you go to the boss fight, you can keep jumping until you make a stack of Goombas. And when you make a stack of Goombas, you'll eventually be tall enough so that you can reach the Goomba, well, Miss Goomba over there, so she can see you. Now, make sure you dodge all the bullet bills there, as if you do get hit, you actually do lose one of the Goombas. Now, go up onto this ledge, and then she'll be so excited to see you. Now, that's our next power moon here. Love in the heart of the desert. Of course, she runs away right when you pop up. Now, next one. Take a bullet bill here. Oh, sorry. And then you have to fly on top of the Stone Archway. So you see the beginning entrance there. There is a power moon there. So just fly there, and then you will get that power moon. So when you go back to Tostarena town, you'll find that it's very lively. There's 4 purple coins here, so you should collect them. And yes, the place is very hot, not freezing. There's the taxi there too. Let's see what he's got to say. She pulled up finally, take me to the Metro Kingdom. Sorry about the hole, I have some car trouble you would not believe. Can't leave for the Metro Kingdom yet, though I promise I'll get you there. Just gotta dice everything. I can't wait for the Metro Kingdom too, but you guys will have to be patient. We'll be finding every moon that's available to us right now, here and then. When you throw your cap at the fountain, you'll get another moon. Now let's go back. Here at the Oasis, there is a small mound where all the birds gather. Now, if you ground pound here, it is hard to see. It's hard to think that there's a moon here because it's not shining, but because you can feel it shaking, and you see Mario's actually looking down. He's like, "There's something here." So jump, ground pound, and there we go. It's another power moon. So power moons can be found through not only just sight, but your touch senses too. The motion controls, the controllers do shake if you were to interact with something and if something happens. Oh look, and the bird's right there, so let's see if we can get the bird there. Where is he? Where is he? Where did he go? Okay. This bird is so hard to catch, I swear. Okay, alright, here we go. That's the power move from the bird. That gets me bird traveling the desert. Now next moon, we're gonna have to use our good old Jaxi here. So as you can see, anywhere that's next to a bench is actually where you get a taxi, or Jaxi in this case. So hop onto the Jaxi, and then keep going straight from the Oasis. Oh no. Hop on, and then go up here. Boom! Alright, you got it. Keep running until you see another bird there. So there's more than one bird. So go. Oh no. No, that's not good. That's not good. Go. Take me a while. Chase him down and then knock the bird out. And then there's your power moon. Okay, yeah, you need to still get back on the Jaxi since you don't want to go. You do not want to touch the purple liquid. Break, and then boom. Bird traveling the wastes. Now from the town, you can go, just head west, and then you'll meet a bunch of sand dunes. Now, in order to get the next moon, we have to go to the tallest sand dune. So the tallest sand dune would be this one. If you need to make sure, just go onto one of the sand dunes, and then just check from the side to see if there's any other tall ones. If not, this is the one. And again, just like the one with the birds, you do not see it, so you feel it. So when you go onto the tallest sand dune, you'll see Mario's kicking the sand here, ground pound it, and then you'll find the next power moon. Top of the dune, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the next moon will be at the inverted pyramid. Now, as you can see, there's no landmark there, so how do you get there? Do you have to go through the entire dungeon again? No, just go onto the Tostarena Round Tower, which is where I am right now, and you'll see the electrical line here, and all you gotta do is move up there. Very quick shortcut. And then once you're up here, go back to the old original boss area, and then you'll see something that's moving. Now, if you try to catch it, it's actually really hard. So like it'll disappear and it'll pop up somewhere else. So what you need to do is you need to use Cappy, throw your hat, and then disrupt it, and then do the ground pound. That'll get you your next moon. Alright, next 3 power moons, we're going to be doing a bit of gardening here. So go to the side, and then you'll see 3 plots here. So pick up an acorn and then throw it at the pot. and then you'll see a little sprout. Now, what does this do? We'll wait and see until later. The thing is, what happens is that after a certain amount of time, let's come back here later and see how it's growing. You have to wait approximately around 5 minutes, I believe, before it comes there. And you see there's 3 flowers, so we have to find 3 different acorns. Now the next acorn is near the Tostarena ruined sand pillar. Now, which part of here? Where would you find an acorn here? Well, actually, you go down. If you go down here, you'll find a gap here. You'll see, and you'll find another acorn. And now all you have to do is just walk all the way back to the start, which is gonna take a while, but all you have to do is walk all the way back and then plant this acorn right into one of the pots. Oh yeah, by the way, there's also 3 regional coins behind the building over here in Tostarena town, so don't forget that. And come back here and then plant your second acorn, and boom, bada bing bada boom, number 2. Now the final acorn. Hop onto a Jaxi next to the town, and then go all the way, bumped into him, go all the way west again, near the tallest sand dune. And what you need to find, actually before we do that, go over here, and activate this lever. So that you can activate the bridge here so that you can connect the western sand dunes here with the Moai habitat. But anyway, that's not the area where we're looking for. The next area is right over here. So if you go out very west, stop there. There is a secret sand ledge here, and then you'll find the last acorn. But when you go off the ledge, you're gonna be like, oh, how do I get out of here? Okay, well, this is what you need to do. If you go all the way around back here, you'll see that there is a jump flower here. So activate the jump flower, hold it, and then move up. And then now just walk all the way back to town and then plant the last acorn, and you should be good. Here we go, last acorn, pop it in. Oh, missed it there. Pop it in, and then boom. You can see that the plants are actually growing when you do it sequentially. First one here, this was the first one that we planted. So just wait a bit and then come back here later for the next 3 power moons. Our next moon is the first timer challenge of this game. So where we need to go is the Tostarena Northwest reaches. However, I'm not going to warp there because this warps me to the bottom of the building. I need to get to the top, and there's a shortcut. So these things are called spark pylons, by the way. I just keep calling them electrical wires, but yes, these are spark pylons. So after you go back to the boss area, go over here and take this spark pylon. And then you will go down here to this area. Now there's 2 areas you can go. One goes to Moai habitat, the other one goes to the top of the Northwest ranches, or reaches, sorry. I keep saying ranches. Now as you can see here, there's a scarecrow. So if you throw your hat onto it, you'll get a timer challenge. Now when you see over here, you have to crouch. However, you have to do that in order to move quickly with the crouch. And then after you wall jump there, you get the first moon after the Sand King timer challenge. Now the second Sand King timer challenge, it'll be at the Moai habitat, so just warp over there. And then as you can see, since everything's melted, since we beat the boss, there is a P block. So take the P block and you'll see the key. However, the trick is that everything's invisible now, so you have to do this very carefully. Once you reach the key, the moon will pop out. But however, the moon will disappear if you don't get it fast enough. And you need to remember where everything is. So long jump, and get the Sand King timer challenge too. It is more difficult than it seems because if you get the angling wrong, you'll fall into the purple lava and you will unfortunately die. Now, last timer challenge. Go to the Tostarena ruined sand pillar back here, and then go to the Jaxi ruins this time. The Jaxi ruins is the area over here, right, where we did the Jaxi minigame. Now, what does this guy want? Secret patches goes up there. It's underground. Okay, yeah, we already did that. But anyway, there is a scarecrow. If you see onto the distance, to the top right, the scarecrow's there. Now we have to do the timer challenge. So this is the third time of challenge. Let's just throw our hat onto the scarecrow. And then we just have to get there as fast as we can. So long jump, long jump, long jump, long jump. Oh no. Alright guys, this is actually a much easier way to do this. Just use a Jaxi, don't long jump. Okay, so go onto the Jaxi and just go all the way to the Jaxi ruins there. Okay, so once you get next to the scarecrow, jump off the Jaxi, hit the scarecrow, right? Jump back onto the Jaxi, and then just go for it. Boom! You don't even need to use the platforms there. For plebs. Alright, so next power move. You see this dog here? Alright, so we'll follow the dog, right? From town. This is from the start of town. Just keep following him. You know, dogs usually have a better sense of smell, and you can usually find things better. So, oh, looks like he's found something here. Wonder what he's trying to dig up. Oh my God! Our wonderful dog found a power moon. You know he's our buddy because of the fact he's wearing a hat. You see, how often do you see dogs with hats? We can't take it. We can't take over the dog, and we can't be the dog, unfortunately. Oh, but we can. What we can do is we can play fetch, right? Here, doggy, 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 doggy. Here, doggy, doggy, doggy. Oh, thank you so much for my hat. And then my hat just randomly becomes a different hat. Alright guys, I just realized I completely forgot about getting the sheep back into the pen when we were doing the last one. So I just need to finish up getting the sheep back here, right? And then you'll get the last sheep. Ow, he hit the cactus. Okay, oh my God, that's not good, that's not good. Yeah, if the sheep hits the cactus, they'll run back pretty far away. So just kick the sheep. Lure it in there, and then boom! Power moon. You could have done that before you beat the boss, so sorry about that. That's where you find the last sheep. It's herding sheep in the dunes. Alright, the next power moon. So start from Tostarena northeast reaches, and then we need to go to the central northern part of the Sand Kingdom here. So jump on the Jaxi. We shall be taking a ride. Notice that Jaxis just immediately break cactuses. Now we are targeting a specific cactus here. Oh no, don't go there. Almost fell. See that? Target the middle cactus there. Oh my God. Alright, let's not screw up this time. Yeah, make sure you don't fall like that. Anyway, you can just go here, knock the cactuses out, and there's the power moon. Collect it while you're on the Jaxi, and that's among the 5 cactuses. Now, if you guys remember when I said back in Cascade Kingdom, there's always a Captain Toad in every kingdom. Now, this one is a bit hard to find, and I'll show you guys why. First, remember in the Desert Oasis when we were fishing for with the Lakido to fish for a cheap sheep, and I gave us a power moon. This time, we're going to be fishing again, but we're not going to be fishing in the water. We're going to be going outside of the water. Now, how does this find Captain Toad, you guys may ask? Well, you'll find out right here. You can actually see that there is still fish here in the sand. Wonder what happens if I catch this big fish. Alright guys, when you're fishing, it's always remember to be patient. So wait till the fish gets a good nab at it. So not the first bite, but the second bite. And then that's when you reel the fish in. And then you fish out Captain Toad. He got buried down there. I'm so lucky he came along. I don't know how the hell this guy even survives down there when you're buried underneath the sand. I would think that you die from suffocation or something since there's no air. But it's all good, Captain Toad. I found a power moon under the sand. I mean, you can survive in space, you can survive under the sand, for sure. So, that's one of our moons. You're quite a catch, Captain Toad. And after waiting for quite a bit of time, all of our 3 plants are now well done. Now all you gotta do is to harvest them, jump, throw your hat, first power moon, jump, throw your hat, second moon, and third moon. 1, the Plaza seed. Alright, so we got the Plaza seed. We got the Rune seed. We got the seed on the cliff. 3 more moons in the bank. Now we're back at the desert oasis. What this time, what we're gonna do is we need the Jaxi for this next move. So go, whoops. Go over here next to the edge and then park your Jaxi right here. And when you park your Jaxi, what are you talking to me to see my family, you old soft? I appreciate your kind gesture. I'm just growling to speak to each other. Come see me again anytime. Get that moon, the Jaxi Reunion. Now, next moon, it's related to the Jaxi again. Go to the round tower and go to the top of the inverted pyramid. And what we need to do this time is we need to go to the southern end and call for a Jaxi. Once you're here, all you gotta do is call for a Jaxi. To call for a Jaxi, press A, call for the Jaxi. And this time, we're not gonna be putting it next to something else, next to a statue this time. What we're gonna do is that we're going to be going, you see how there's Jaxi on top of every pedestal? There's a ramp here with sand, and then if you put your Jaxi up there and pretend it's the next pedestal, I know this place when my days of standing around are done. Welcome back, Jaxi. Unfortunately, doesn't look like he wants to be here. So he won't turn into a statue today. Not today. Alright, next one, we have to start from the desert oasis. So right over here. And then what we gotta do is we gotta go north, past Captain Toad, up, down, and then we gotta go to that cactus there with those birds on it. See, the birds always indicate that there's something special. This time, as you can see with different cactuses, you can actually capture it. So jump, and then capture the cactus. Move the cactus aside, you'll see a glowing piece of sand under here. Up, ground pound, and you can get our next power moon, the Wandering Cactus. Our next power moon, guys, we shall be going, start from the round tower, and then go down, and you'll find the Sphynx here. Now, I kind of screwed up, I already kind of did this. So what you're supposed to do is that you go and ask the Sphynx. Alright, sorry. Like before he would just block that area, but this time you ask the Sphynx, have you not been asked enough questions? Let's see how you do with this one. You only need to answer one question to actually have it move past itself, and you can go through that door there. But it'll ask a question here. The one who gallops across the sand, how many coins are required to get on its back? Okay, it's 30 coins, so correct, you're a formidable one. If you keep doing quizzes, it's ice. Oh my god, the Sphynx is getting mad that I'm getting everything right. Okay, now this is the final question. No guessing. What's my name? There's no way you can get this without guessing. And then that's a trick question, because if you literally just look at the top left corner of the dialogue, it says Sphynx. So that's his name. That's, honestly, it's funny because it's the most obvious one. So that's the sand quiz. And this is done after you actually have them quiz you the entire time. The first question actually is, what does Bowser seek from this kingdom, which is the ring? So now that you finish that, all you have to do is go into the secret area here, and then pop up the chest, and you'll find the power moon for this secret golden compartment, which is Sphynx's treasure vault. Okay, our next power moon, you start from Tostarena town, and then you'll see a door here. It's open now that you beat all the bosses for the area. So just head on in, and then you'll hear a eerily familiar music. This is actually the slots music from Super Mario Bros. 3, if you did play it. Play some slots, the Tostarena game that's winning worldwide fame. It's 10 coins to play. What do you say? A power moon can be won. Try it, it's fun. Now, how this works is that what you have to do is you have to throw your hat or do something that will touch all. You don't have to throw your hat, but you just have to land. You have to choose the power moon 3 times, so it's not randomly generated. You just have to hit it at the right time. The easiest way to do it is to stand on the left side, and then when you see all the power moons, you hit it with your hat, and then you can get the power moon there. It's much more easy than to do it individually, trust me. And that's the next boon, Sand Kingdom slots. Okay, when we went through the dungeon to get to the boss, there was one thing that I forgot to show you guys. Now, whoops. So, go back down to the dungeon. The fastest way is to go from the round tower, and you want to go from this way. So, a lot of cactuses here. Alright, so anyway, you see those moving pillars? What you need to do actually is you need to get onto the conveyor belt there. So you probably are wondering, how the hell do you get over there? The easiest way actually is to do the long jump, throw your hat, and then you're up there. And then you'll notice that the conveyor belt is actually going into another room there. So if you stand on the conveyor belt and wait for it, you'll eventually go to a room here. You're coming from the right side. You see a lot of treasure. Get the next power moon, which is the hidden room in the inverted pyramid. Get all the coins here. Complimentary prize to you figuring out this moon. Now the next moon. Okay, so remember the last boss that we faced before we unfroze everything? The boss's name is actually called Knuckleneck. I looked it up. They never actually give the name of the boss in the game for some reason, but they just have it like in the info section. So go back down here. Right? You'll return back to the deepest underground. And what happens is that if you walk, you'll notice that you'll be greeted with a lot of these skeleton things. Now, what you have to do actually, I'm bad at this. So, what you have to do is keep having those chinchos spawn. They're called chinchos again, until you find a glowing chincho. So keep. Oh, this is actually really hard. So if you keep running around, you'll eventually find a glowing chincho. Jump on that, and then you'll get a power moon. So go back to the middle to retrieve it. Try not to die when you're doing this. It's actually really easy to get damaged because I remember for chinchos, if you throw your hat, it does not do anything. So go back, go onto the pipes. Yeah, that's a lot of chinchos calling from my head. Okay, good thing that they can't jump. Next power moon, if you go to the north side of the Moai habitat, you'll notice that there's a secret door there. So what we have to do is we just have to get to that door. So go into that door here, and then we're going to be tasked with another mini game. And how this works is that you see that there's a door there. You just have to figure out where to go. And remember that these things Moais can't jump, so you have to remember exactly where the platforms are when you decide to take a turn. So these are where the next 4 purple coins are. Oh shit. Yeah guys, when you jump off the Moais, just remember that not to jump into the purple lava. Get the 4 purple coins here. After you get the 4 purple coins here, honestly you don't have to go through the other path, just make a long jump there and then you'll get there. And then that's where you'll find the next power move. Now, in order to get there, you'll see that's the path to get there. 1, 2. Find the invisible maze. Now the last one is actually kind of tricky. I wouldn't have guessed it, but basically the hidden power moon here in this secret area, you have to throw your hat next to the skull, hold it, and then the power moon will show up there. Now just long jump to get the next power moon, and that's the skull sign in the transparent maze. Back at Tostarena town. Okay, so there's one thing that we can do. Whoops. So remember, since that we unfroze everything, there is a rocket here that we can use. Just hold B to launch. And where are we going? We're going high up in the sky. We're going to be playing this fun little mini game. So how this works is that we're going to have to not use our hat in this area. If you throw your hat there, you have to ask, well, how the hell we get to the other side. It's by throwing your hat at the scarecrow. You have a time limit. Go down here. Right. And eventually you will get your hat back, I think. No, I'm wrong. You have to do this entire level without using your hat. So no Cappy here. So just make sure you jump really early and get off really early so you don't have to deal with this is a bit more tricky. So there's 2 more. One thing you can do is go onto here so you don't have to deal with that. Now in order to get those 2 purple coins, wait for this to go here. Do that. And then long jump out of there. And then what you'll find is you can get the secret power moon by hitting an invisible block. So after that, get the moon above the strange neighborhood. However, we're not done yet. Remember, since this is a secret area, there's always 2 moons in this area. So we're gonna continue. Actually, honestly, the easiest way to do it is just long jump from here and not have to wait for that. Yeah, don't wait for the building to turn. Just long jump from the start and you'll get your 3 regional coins there, because it can be a bit frustrating if you try to wait for the turn and it just turns too quickly to get the 3 coins. So just do that, then go back. Alright, we forgot about Cappy. Don't leave without Cappy. Remember that, guys. Cappy is your best friend. Now let's go back down. Okay, I'm so sorry guys. I forgot a couple of purple regional coins. I can find the next ones. I already took them, by the way, so these are just ones I haven't shown in the walkthrough so far. Next ones, go to the round tower. Go near the Sphynx, and you'll see that there's a little alcove here. So you see the grayed out regional coins there. That's 3 of them that I haven't collected in the walkthrough. The next ones, after you collect those 3, there should be over at that pillar, that's the one that's around 45 degrees slanted. There are 3 regional coins there. It'd be easier to see if you didn't actually collect them, but okay, you should be able to see them now. They're translucent. Can we use this to launch ourselves? Oh yeah, it was talking about the elastic slingshot back then, but these are the other 3 that I need to show you guys that I didn't collect yet. Now the last 3 is actually really difficult to find. I couldn't figure this out without someone else telling me. So you can only find the last 3 if you actually scour this place a lot. So the Sand Kingdom again is really big, but these ones actually hang off the ledge at the edge of the kingdom. So just take a Jaxi here, get off, and you'll see that if you tilt your camera towards here, towards the edge, you'll see 3 purple coins there. Again, it's grayed out because of the oh shit. Sorry about that, guys. Make sure when you hang off the ledge here, you do it slowly so you actually hang off the ledge. So like that, and then move to the side to collect the last 3 coins. And there we have all the power moons available at this time for the conditions that we're at in this area. So we will have 1 all the way down to, how many was there? 60, 61. Don't worry about the rest of these from 62 to 69. We'll access those a lot later on, after the game. 62 though, I'm telling you, is the secret the platform floating in midair, which is what we need. How do we get there? Is we need to get into a portrait from another kingdom, but that kingdom will not appear until later on. So anyway, guys, that wraps up the Sand Kingdom. Let's just go back to the entrance. Anyway, guys, that wraps up the Sand Kingdom. The Odyssey needs 16 more. Let's see what we can get. How many did we get? I think it was, I believe, around 65. Oh man, look at all those moons. Cash in all those moons. Oh, yeah, that feels good, doesn't it? As you can see, it goes from 19. Our balloon just got so much bigger to 84. So we've collected pretty much every single one. Now, because of that, you'll notice that we've hit a proverbial fork, and we can go to one of these 2 kingdoms. The reason why we're able to access the second kingdom, the Wooded Kingdom, is because we collected so many moons that we can go to the Wooded Kingdom without having to actually get a single moon from the Lake Kingdom. But I'll just do this game sequentially. So we're gonna go to the Lake Kingdom next. I know it is a water level, but it is actually the most beautiful level, or one of the most beautiful levels there are in this game. So I'm really looking forward to playing it and showing it to you guys. So until then, I'll see you guys next time.